Before we get this video fully started, I just want to give anyone who's here looking for if they should get this camera or not the advice that I wish someone would have gave me. It's great. You should get it. It's going to die eventually if you use it enough, and you should. All things die, but as long as you get really good work out of it while you have it, it'll be fine. So weigh the cost of the camera and the fact that you might only have it for 2 or 3 years worth of service, maybe 4 or 5 if you're lucky, maybe indefinitely if you're super lucky, but get it, shoot it. It's worth it if you think it is. Or if you know you got gas and you think you want this, just wait a couple of weeks. Maybe pick up one of those nice film SLRs. Nikon has plenty of them out there. They're like $30, $40 for some of the cheaper ones. You can get that, you can shoot that. All right, now let's get to the show. Well, it's finally happened. I knew that one of these days it was going to happen, but I have lost a camera. It is broken and not working anymore. Forever. This is, and or was, my Contax TVS. I guess it still is. This camera is great. It's made out of titanium. Perfect for taking along on trips with you because of the hard-built body. You know that it wasn't gonna break. And also because of the beautiful Carl Zeiss lens. You knew that your images were gonna be rendered beautifully and super sharp. But this camera comes with a downside. You see, to turn this camera off and on, you pull out the lens. You guys see that? Wow, wow. So by doing this, you are turning the camera off and on, but what you also are doing is killing it softly or hardly, 50-50. You get to choose how you do that. I have a couple of other point and shoots up there that are all electronic that eventually they're gonna stop working as well, but they are cheaper cameras than this and they're not as nice. All right, real quick, we're gonna do the point and shoot rundown. So you already know about the dead Contax TVS, you know its purpose. So then I got the Olympus, this was one, the XA2, it's the one with the zone focusing. I don't like the zone focusing setup here. I feel like I'm missing focus more often than not, but it is super compact, super great, but I'm getting rid of it. I'm selling it because I'm not using it enough. Got to give it to somebody who will. Them's the rules. I picked this one up for $5. It is a Canon SureShot Joy. It does this. You press the button one time and it shoots a bunch of photos for you. 1, 2, 3, or 4. This will be fun, but I really feel like it's just gonna burn photos. So I'm gonna test it because it's cool, but probably end up getting rid of this one too. And then there's the final point and shoot, the one that won't be going anywhere. Oh yeah, there it is, the Nikon. I forget the model of this one exactly. I just call it the Action Touch waterproof. It's a waterproof camera. This one isn't going anywhere. I love it. It's great for when it's raining out or for like days at the beach. And it's solid and robust, a little heavy, but this one stays in rotation. This is like the best $60 I've ever spent. Everyone knows about the hype around like the Contax T2s and T3s. This one essentially has a similar lens to all of those. It is a Carl Zeiss lens, but half of the price, if not less than half of the price. It's just that the ribbon cable that connects the lens to the rest of the body is not long for this earth. It's pretty much guaranteed it's gonna break on you eventually. I guess it depends on how much you use the camera and how hard you use the camera. But really, who's gonna buy something this beautiful that shoots so nice and not take it out at every single opportunity that they get the chance to, right? Let us reminisce on some of the photos that I've taken with this little beast. I do have one negative thing to say about this camera. It has a panoramic mode that just really crops in on the photo, so it's kind of pointless, but I guess that's the one downside. I mean, that and it's going to break if you have one. I guess this is just a reminder that if you are going to be buying a vintage or an analog camera, that if every single piece on it is all mechanical, that does mean it can last longer. Let's be for real though, those can break too. So, you know, that's just life. And I guess I have to get over it. I knew that this was gonna come when I was looking and researching getting this camera. That was one of the things people said. They were like, you know, it's gonna break and the lens does this thing where the ribbon cable stops working. And I just thought that maybe it won't happen to me. And that does it for the Contax TVS. I love this camera. It was a pretty big purchase when I made it, and I was really excited to have it in my roster, and I knew that I was gonna treat it nice and take it a whole bunch of places with me. And since it died, and electronic point and shoots tend to do that, I think it's safe to say that I won't be buying any more electronic point and shoot 35mm cameras again.